and I'm pissing off the neighbors. Whether homegrown or imported, we feeling shorted, cause we waiting on our paper. So next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, when we get back on our feet. Yeah, you don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets, cause when you're in the motor city, nothing is as pretty as the hustle. You don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets, cause when you're in the motor city, everything ain't pretty but it's love though. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, when we get back on our feet. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Spike Kool-Aid for Monday, January 23rd, 2022. I will not be doing a show on Tuesdays due to Nick. Nick gets on Tuesdays, so I'm going to let him have the whole day until we get some other cats to come in here and talk sports. What's up, D. Reese? We got Log Branch, Patty Grimes, Enoch is in the building. Jizz is in the building. What's up, bro? Man, no, I still got my smell and taste, which is a blessing, bro. Been extremely exhausted, but every day I feel better. Well, hey, that's good, man. I lost my smell and taste. I wound up losing 7 pounds when I got the dreaded corona, man. Didn't really have a fever, and yeah, it sucked, bro. And I bet you know where you got it from, too. Dern, what's up, brother? Glad I can help a brother out. Lost 15 pounds. What in the world, bro? I say, oh, my God. Whoa, man, that's double what I lost, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I was laid up for, 5 days. You know, you got to quarantine for 5 days and wind up losing, 7 pounds, bro. 7 pounds. But I bet you know exactly where you got it from. What's up, Josh? What's good with you, man? What is going on? I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Man, mine was pretty good. Did some football games and had some internet issues, but, that's why we overpay Comcast. So when it snows a little bit, we can have a bunch of issues, man. But we made it through the day. Yesterday, what did we have, man? We had 50,000 views on one stream and 40 on the other. Would have had at least 50 on that one too, but, good old Comcast. So, but, hey, it was a great weekend, great football, and how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, man? That was the highlight of my day, was them Cowboys. Them Cowboys getting sent home. My dad and I got it at the same exact time. It's been 10 days now. Okay. The reason I said that, bro, because in the summer, I was still wearing a mask. I don't wear a mask anymore. So I got tired of wearing it, but I was still wearing a mask in the summer. And my son and I went to the preseason game for the Detroit Lions, and I knew exactly where I got it from. I got it from that game. 45,000 people, nobody had on a mask, and that's where it came from. But I hope you and your dad feeling better, man. It is indeed a real thing. But, yeah, I got sick of wearing my mask, man, after, 2.5 years, 3 years pretty much was wearing a mask still. So I just said, you know what? I'm over it, man. If it happens, it happens. Test it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hope you guys feel better. And let's do this, man. Let's get this going first, because I want to talk about some things that happened this weekend. And I really want to put the purpose of this segment is to actually put it on the NFL Syndicate, but I need to work a little harder. That's like my lazy channel, so I need to get that. I need to get that thing going. But let's get this thing started, man. Not yet. What a weekend it was for divisional round football. How about them Cowboys, man? How about them Cowboys? Cowboys are sent home after a consecutive year of 12-5. And, I got some Cowboys fans that I like, Mark Holmes and some other guys as well. But it ain't nothing like seeing the Cowboys lose. And they got sent. They lost in the same round to the same team as they did last year. No surprise there. How about the Cincinnati Bengals? The Cincinnati Bengals are a team that I hope that the Detroit Lions are watching very closely, because just 3 years ago, the Cincinnati Bengals had the first pick in the draft. But before that, they drafted Mixon, Higgins, Boyd, right? And they are building that thing the right way. And in Joe Burrow's third year, he is in 2 out of 3 years, he's in a AFC title game. The only time he wasn't there was the year he got hurt, which is his rookie year. Unbelievable. What a duel him and Jamar Chase are. And the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes was being stubborn, got hurt, and has a high ankle sprain and insists that he's going to play on Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals. That game will be held in Arrowhead due to the Bills not progressing. And how about those Bills? How about the Bills, man? Bills got to fix some stuff. Josh Allen, is he the quarterback we thought he was? The Bills put up 10 points yesterday at home in the snow. Just let that sink in. The Bengals came to their house and put it on them. They was up 14-0 before the first quarter was over. Out of the 4 games we saw, you know who's in trouble, man? The Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Stephon Diggs ran out of the locker room yesterday like a baby. I don't understand what's going on, but I know one thing. The 4 Falls of Buffalo is reappearing. The Buffalo Bills have something. They need to fix something. And the Dallas Cowboys, they need to fix something as well. Gary says, I was not surprised by Bills as the season progressed. Their play severely declined. That's 100%. Now, they had DeMar. They had the excitement. DeMar was there yesterday, sitting in the suite. It was good to see. Unassisted. They said he's still on oxygen, and his recovery is going to be long. Will he play again? We don't know. That's another thing, too. We're going to talk about that in the Lions segment as well. Tony Pollard got hurt yesterday. He has a broken tibia, I believe it is. It's the 2 bones that connect the knee to the ankle. One of those 2 bones. It was either a fibia or a tibia. Either way, he broke it. 3-month recovery. He had surgery today. Tony Pollard is a free agent. He broke his leg in a game that his team didn't even win. And to make it worse, his quarterback lost him that game. The San Francisco 49ers are doing something special over there with Brock Purdy. And that's another thing, too, for all my Detroit Lions fans. The first pick in the 2019 draft, well, not the first pick, but the second pick, the San Francisco 49ers. The next year, they were in the Super Bowl. The first pick, the Cincinnati Bengals. The next year, they were in the Super Bowl. If the Detroit Lions can follow this type of mode, man, this type of structure, we could be around for a long time. But I saw some things, man. So that means that Sunday we got the Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants were not even in the game. They got outscored 38-7. Like, the score was they put up 7 points. Daniel Jones looked like the Daniel Jones that we've come accustomed to seeing. Saquon Barkley said that he wants to be a Giant for life. Josh says Pollard is money regardless of injury. I agree, Josh, but the thing that sucks about that really hurt me yesterday when I saw that is the fact that he's entering free agency. It was already rumors coming out that the Dallas Cowboys were going to franchise tag him. Now they would be doing him a favor by franchise tagging him. A 3-month recovery puts him at April. So right before the draft, Tony Pollard should be kind of working out and stuff like that. So he has time to recover. And he still could get the bag. But you just hate to see that. Especially his team didn't even win. But what was the biggest surprise for you this weekend? I was not surprised by the Giants at all. They are who we thought they were. They were the number 6 seed. How ironic it is that the number 1 seed in both conferences are in the title game. The number 2 seed in the NFC and the number 3 seed in the AFC are in the title game. So you have 1-2, 1-3. The Buffalo Bills, they should be concerned. If you are a Buffalo Bills fan, you should be concerned because something is not right with your team. And if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, well, you know, I'm sorry. But that's the way it is. Josh says, my biggest surprise was the Niners offense. You know, I'm not surprised at all, bro, because that offense have been rolling. You think this is all Brock Purdy? Not you, but Brock Purdy ain't doing this. Kittle's doing this. McCaffrey's doing this. Ayuk is doing this. Debo's doing this. All Purdy got to do, because Purdy was making some Purdy bad throws yesterday. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll be here all week. Literally. Some Purdy bad throws. Purdy looked like a rookie yesterday. But it doesn't matter because his team was built to win. And I guarantee you, if they win the chip, I got to eat the chip. But if they win the chip, Purdy did just enough. And that's all you got to do. Purdy didn't turn the ball over unlike Dak. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, Katie, I saw that yesterday. The cameraman said that McCarthy didn't push him. It looked worse than it was. So, unbelievable, man. But I gotta tip my hat to the Cincinnati Bengals because these guys started 0-2. Joe told everybody to calm down. And I love what he said yesterday. He said about the game to be held in a neutral site, he said, I hope they get their refunds. I mean, Joe got some swag, bro. He got some swag. And, hey, kudos to those guys. The Cincinnati Bengals have been the laughingstock along with the Detroit Lions for a long time. And these guys are going to be around for a while. They came out and they absolutely dominated. Left no doubt about who was in charge yesterday. Absolutely dominated the Buffalo Bills. And they are my biggest surprise. My biggest concern is the Buffalo Bills. The Dallas Cowboys are the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to win it every year. They fans going to cry when they don't win for 35 years. And they got some work to do. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? What was your biggest surprise this weekend? All right, so Dern says people are now saying Josh Allen is a bad QB. Well, I think that the honeymoon period is over, Dern. I'll just say that. I'm worried for them versus what I've seen from the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles are a powerhouse, man. But if they can shut down Jalen Hurts, they win. because it's read option, read option, read option, read option. Everything's a read option. Oh, no, it's not. It's a quick pass, a slant pass, read option, read option. That's all they got to do. Stop them, they win. What he is mortal. Josh Allen is showing his mortality. That's what he's doing. And I think that the Buffalo Bills have some dissecting to do. They have to figure out what is happening. What are they going to do? Because something is not right. And they need to figure out what it is. But Dern, I hope that we can make you feel better for this hour that we're on, and anybody else going through whatever. It's one of the reasons I get on. Tomorrow, I'm officially going to get the car fixed, man. So I'm happy about that, 100%. So we're about to start our segments, and you know what I got to start with. So remember, guys, if you want to comment, want me to read your comment during the segment, then keep it on the segment. And that way, when I look down, I can bring the comments in. But you guys are used to it by now. You know what's up. So let's get this thing going. Oh, now the picture's coming out of him stiff-arming the photographer. Yeah, but he got out and McCarthy apologized. And I think he put him in his office. And the photographer said it was worse than it looked. Or it looked worse than it actually was. All right, let's do this. Make sure y'all subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit, man, because we are doing big things. We're trying to grow this channel. We just hit 2,000 subs, and I would appreciate that if you subscribe, man. Trying to give Woodward some stiff competition. But you know what time it is, man. It is Monday afternoon, and I am perusing the internet, and I see what I always see. My homie, my ace Boone Coon, man, Brad Behrman, came out with an article from Fansided the other day, and these seem to do very well on this channel. And yes, your boy will be appearing on camera, getting the studio set up, and I'm excited about it. But this was from yesterday before the games took place. 4 free agents Detroit Lions should watch on Sunday of the divisional round. Now, I want to know what you all in the chat and in the video section of this video, in the comment section of this video, what do you feel about these free agents? Now, again, 4 free agents that the Detroit Lions should watch for in yesterday's game. So the game already passed. Now, this one right here is kind of outside the box. Number 4 is Bills guard, offensive guard, Greg Van Roten. It's kind of a rotten name, if I say so myself. Says Van Roten has not been a full-time starter for the Bills this season, but he did start 4 regular season games, and he played every snap in 3 of them. Ooh, going back to the previous 4 seasons, split between the New York Jets from 2020 to 2021 and Carolina Panthers from 2018 to 2019, and both primarily playing both guard spots, left guard for the Jets, left guard for the Panthers. He started a total of 50 games. He can also play center. But the thing is, he missed, after he missed an entire season with the back injury, the Lions may be looking to replace Vitae. It ain't no looking to it. Vitae will be a casualty cap. He will be a cap casualty. We got it. He's gone. I wouldn't be surprised. I got a tweet from Mr. Poole. Shout out to my guy. And we'll probably go over that later about the cap space for the Detroit Lions. And we need to clear some cap space up if y'all want Deron Payne and y'all want Brad to do some mid-tier moves, we are going to have to cut some people. So I wouldn't be surprised if Vitae is off this team next year. So number 4 in offensive guard, Greg Van Roten. Can't get over that name. I don't know how this is number 4, and so somebody needs to, come on, bro. Somebody need to proofread this stuff, man. Maybe it's in the name, fan-sided. Number 3 is Bengals linebacker Jermaine Pratt. Now, I have heard his name quite a bit watching these games. Says to go with 99 total tackles and 6 tackles for a loss during the regular season, Pratt was also pretty effective as a pass defender. 10 pass breakups, 62.1 passer rating allowed in his coverage. That's according to Pro Football Reference. His desire to play a little more on third down passing downs seemed to be well founded then, even if it was rooted in concern over leaving money on the table as he neared free agency. Now, obviously, he would replace Alex Anzalone. Spot Tracks has his projected market value at 7.3 per year over a projected 4-year deal. Now, that ain't about to happen. Brad Holmes ain't signing nobody to no 4-year deal. Maybe a 1, a 2 tops. Brad Holmes ain't signing no one to no 4-year deal. So I wouldn't mind a linebacker because we don't know what's going to happen here when it comes to our linebacker room. We know how Brad feels about the linebacker as far as drafting. So I wouldn't be opposed to bringing a linebacker in here, but 7.3 mil on a 4-year deal, get up out of here. Brad ain't signing nobody to no 4-year deal. Vaitai is just a financial cancer. Wish him the best, but he's got to go. I agree, Josh, 100%. Nick says, I like C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I do believe that he is on this list. If he's not on this list, he's on another one. I think he was on the list from what to watch for from Saturday's game. I saw that list as well. Number 2, this one is a little intriguing. I want to know what y'all think about this, and I don't think that y'all are going to like this, but it's intriguing to say the least. Number 2, Bengals tight end Hayden Hurst. Now, we just traded away a tight end. We have Zylstra, Mitchell, and Wright. Hayden Hurst is solid. He is solid. But is he solid? Is he someone that Brad Holmes will go after? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he will. Hurst won't be breaking the bank upon hitting the open market again in free agency. He is with the Cincinnati Bengals. Spot Track again has him projected for another 1-year deal at less than $4 million. He's more a receiver than a blocker. We know we very familiar with that type of person, but he's not a huge liability as a blocker. Pro Football Focus has graded him well, in particular as a pass blocker. So, what do y'all feel about that? Nick says we good at tight end. I would have to agree. The thing about it is, what is Mitchell? What is he going to do? Because we don't have like a number 1 tight end. And I would have to say it would be Brock Wright if we did. Eduardo, I don't know. I do not know. I wouldn't be mad if we did that. I wouldn't be, because Hayden Hurst is solid. To me, he's solid. But we got so many other pressing needs on this team that it would surprise me if we signed a tight end in free agency. But I don't understand why we would do that when we literally have a room full of tight ends right now. And the number 1 position, this one is kind of got me going, huh? Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch. How y'all feel about that? Saw him yesterday. He will be a free agent. And the thing is, will he be coming back to the Dallas Cowboys? Casey says we can grab linebackers in the draft. Yeah, they're going to be late, though. Campbell said something about the tight end room. How has he been the last couple of years? Vander Esch? I'm not certain. I'm not certain what he's done. Let me see if they say. Okay, so he's missed a total of 16 games over the last 4 seasons with significant ailments, neck, collarbone. So I'm going to say no. That's an entire season of missed games. The Cowboys declined his 5th-year option on his rookie contract, and they are looking to possibly bring him back for a 1-year, $2 million deal. So I'm going to say on all of these, let me look again because I want to make sure that I'm going to decline, man. I'm going to decline all 4 of those guys. The one person that I could see potentially is Hayden Hurst. I can see that. But like I said, Detroit already has a room full of tight ends. And we got some solid tight ends as well. So I'm not sure we need to do that. But let me know what you think. Any of those guys that the Detroit Lions should sign, leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit, man. We would appreciate that. Yeah, I don't like any of those guys. I don't like any of those at all. None. Those are nasty. Those are nasty. Now, Pride of Detroit did one as well, and that's the one that I see with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Let me make sure that that's the one. No, that's not the one. So there's another one. There's another one that did that. Okay, Durham says Vander Esch is very talented. His has neck problems, though. Absolutely. Vest needs to retire as a Cowboy. Yeah, I don't see us signing any of those guys. Okay, so it wasn't Pride of Detroit. It was another one. I'm trying to find it, guys. I saw it. Question, though. Pride of Detroit does have a couple people on here. I want to know what y'all think. Samaje Perine and Devin Singletary. Would you sign any one of those guys? Perine or Singletary? I don't know why we would do that if we have Jamal Williams. I'm not sure we would do that. If you sign C.J. Gardner-Johnson, you say goodbye to Deshaun Elliott. And that's the thing. You know, with free agency still a ways away. You know what I mean? I'm not sure that we'll do that. You know what I mean? KD says no. No, we don't. Let's not do it, huh? Okay, here's the one. So it was from Pride of Detroit. All right. I think this is the one with CJ on it. Okay. This one is much better, and I think this one is going to do better. All right, so let's do this. Again, don't forget to subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit. I know we got a lot of people watching, but y'all don't hit the sub button like that, man. And that's why we do the call to action. So subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 2,500 by, you know what? Let's make it 3,000 by the start of the new league year. Studio getting built, a little studio set. So make sure y'all do that, man. Trying to compete with the big dogs out there. The guys that got all the money. But I saw this on Pride of Detroit, and this is the one I was looking for. I couldn't find it before, but I found it now, and I want to know what you guys in the chat feel about this. This was from Saturday. So we did the 4 potential free agents from Sunday's games that the Lions should look into potentially signing. Now we're going to look at Saturday. There are some free agents that are coming out that played on Saturday. And I know this guy was from Sunday, but Tony Pollard, man, with the broken leg, it's going to take a 3-month recovery. He's having surgery sometime this week if it's not already been had. I feel really, really bad for him because he definitely was going to have a market. He was the Dallas Cowboys offense when it came to the ground attack. So hopefully, he gets better soon. So these are 4 guys, and I think one of these guys is going to stand out. The first one came from Saturday's game, the Jaguars against the Chiefs. Now, this individual actually worked out for the Detroit Lions. He worked out for the Detroit Lions, but he decided to sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I made a video about this guy. I thought we were going to bring him in, but he chose the Jaguars. It looks like that was the right decision for him because he wound up going to the second round of the playoffs. That's right. Arden Key. Now, the Lions did, like I said, brought him in with the visit. He decided to sign with the Jaguars on a 1-year, $4 million deal, but it was incentive lace. We went with Charles Harris, and we drafted Aiden Hutchinson. Now, I like what I saw from Arden Key. He made some pretty goofy plays that cost his team on Saturday, but he is not bad, and we do need some pass rushers. But the thing is, we got Romeo O, we've got Julian, we've got John Kaminsky, and Arden Key is an edge guy. Would the Lions consider signing him? I'm going to say yes. Because we brought him in before. Maybe he decides to re-sign with Jacksonville. Maybe he decides to go somewhere else, or maybe he gives the Detroit Lions another shot. So I'm gonna say that it is possible that we could sign Arden Key. But we have 6 edge rushers under contract for next season. Harris, Romeo are very uncertain. So I'm not sure what we'll do there. Charles Harris didn't really do anything this year. So I could see a flip-flop. We get rid of Charles Harris and bring in Arden Key. I could see that. Number 2, Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to say that is a negatory. We don't need anybody TikTok dancing and all that stuff. I think he learned his lesson last year, but I'm going to say no to Juju Smith-Schuster. I do think that we get a receiver maybe in the draft. I don't see a lot of free agent wide receivers, but if we did go free agent, Juju would be an option. But I'm going to say no to Juju Smith-Schuster. Let me know what you think. Another person I'm going to say no to is Landon Collins, who signed a big deal with the Washington Redskins at the time, was a Giant, came back to the Giants. And I think he's at that point in his career where now he's like a one-year deal type of guy, like a Deshaun Elliott. He's definitely on the tail end of his career. And I would have taken him at the start of the year, but I don't want him now. So I'm going to say no to Landon Collins. Let me know what you think. And Nick brought this person up earlier, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Eagles. He will be a free agent, and we need somebody in the secondary. We need a veteran, and we need help. We need help in that secondary. So I wouldn't mind. It really depends on what the market value is. Says, with Gardner-Johnson's rookie contract expiring, he will likely be headed to free agency after not being able to reach a contract extension with either the Saints or the Eagles. His services are expected to come at a high cost. Well, that's number one. But if you're the Detroit Lions, how would you feel about this? Spot Track's market value projections estimate he could receive a 5-year deal up to $70 million with $14 million per year average. I'm going to say there's no way. There's no way. Brad Holmes has not signed anyone longer than 2 years. So people coming to the city of Detroit they're not going to get these deals. They are not going to get these deals. So I'm going to say no to all of those for what they're projecting. Nick says, I would. Okay, you would. But Brad Holmes, look at Brad Holmes' track record. What is the longest, excluding Jared Goff, what is the longest deal that he signed? A free agent. Was it Charles Harris? Did he get a 3-year deal or a 2-year deal? I don't know. Khalif Raymond got a 2-year. DJ Chark got a prove-it deal. Deshaun Elliott, Mike Hughes, and Khalif only got the 2-year deal after the 1-year deal. So Charles got a 2-year deal. See, there you go. So the longest signing of any free agent, Alex Anzalone, got 2 1-year deals. DJ Chark, he got a 1-year deal, but it's essentially a 3-year deal because we're paying him for two years, even though he might not be on the team. Y'all got to look at how Brad does things. CJ will probably want security, and Brad may or may not be willing to do that. Now, it could, in Brad's defense, it could be because of the money situation he was in. We have been in a tight situation. money-wise, and that could be the reason that Brad Holmes has only signed 1- and 2-year deals. So it is possible that Brad opens up the playbook. So I'm not saying that he won't. I'm saying that he hasn't yet. But we definitely need some help in that secondary. And if it's a person that's worth it, I would definitely consider that. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you sign any of these 4 players? Landon Collins, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, or Arden Key? I would sign Arden Key for sure if he wanted to, and I would consider CJ as well. It all depends on if the money is right. And don't forget to subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit for daily sports videos. Okay, so how many of y'all would take that? Coming in from NFL Rumors, this is per Ralph Versaciano from 43 minutes ago. New York Giant running back Saquon Barkley turned down a contract extension worth around $12 million a year. Well, Dern says none of those. Y'all run a tight ship, bro. Not even Key. Key was kind of a dog over there. That's crazy. Y'all be running a tight ship, bro. So do y'all believe that Saquon Barkley turned down $12 million a year in extension? He said he wanted to be a Giant for life, but I guess not for $12 million. Not for $12 million a year. That is crazy. Dern says no thanks on Key. Oh God, y'all so tight. I feel sorry. Y'all are. I don't know what's up. Okay, well, who you want then? Who y'all want then? Nick says at some point he's going to pay free agents. Nick, I believe that as well. Mr. Poole sent me something earlier today. It was about the cap space. Now, did you guys also hear? Okay. All right, let's do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. It's been a minute. I want to talk. It's a little slow in the news world. I got some other stuff I can talk about, though. But I want to say this. Detroit Lions fans, if you ain't subscribed to Syndicate Sports Detroit, do so. We would appreciate that, man. Trying to come up in the world, and you can help us do that. But I saw a tweet earlier this morning, and I wanted to make sure that I put it before my people because I want to hear y'all reaction. Now, this comes out from ESPN, NFL Rumors. A lot of y'all are just fascinated with this guy here. Man, he's so crazy, better pick up and find Lamar Wilson, a.k.a. Jackson. Y'all want this man to be a Detroit Lion, and I keep trying to tell you that ain't happening. It's not happening. Okay? Lamar Jackson. It comes out last week that this is like some type of game, man. It's like some type of game that Lamar represents himself. He's his own agent. And Lamar has turned down money. The QB market is ridiculous. Deshaun Watson got $230 million guaranteed. Think what you will of him. Doesn't matter. We're talking about on the football field. So Lamar is seeing these quarterbacks get paid, and he like, I want my money. I want my money. And according to NFL Rumors, Lamar Jackson turned down $33 million guaranteed from the Ravens. That is $100 million less than what the Cleveland Browns guaranteed Deshaun Watson. $133 million guaranteed. See, these ain't the days of the Matthew Stafford era, the Matthew Stafford extensions. These quarterbacks nowadays want they want their money. They want it all. Guaranteed. But Jared Goff is getting $30 million this year. Jared Goff, the contract. Y'all remember that song? On and on you seem to go, but you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Jared Goff has value. Value him. Because if not, Brad's smarter than that, so he'd draft this guy on his rookie contract and keep a quarterback. That's where. Exactly, Dern. That's why you draft a QB. But for everybody else who is screaming about Lamar Wilson, a.k.a. Jackson.
Man, he's so crazy, better pick up the phone. Lamar Wilson.
$133 million. The rumor is that he turned down guaranteed from the Baltimore Ravens. You think that the Detroit Lions going to pay this man, or do you want them to pay him? $133 million pinky to the mouth dollars? What are we doing here? So everybody, and I listen, whether this rumor and this number is true or not, he wants to get paid. He wants to get paid. He wants to feel valued. He does not feel valued with the Baltimore Ravens. He turned down allegedly $133 million guaranteed. And you think, and you want him, you want this guy, the guy that wants 133 plus guaranteed to be your quarterback for the Detroit Lions. I want you to think about that. While you're thinking about that, a certain quarterback that got put out yesterday, his name is Dak Prescott. The cap hit in 2022, $19.7 million. The cap hit in 2023, $49.1 million. Zeke already got a 16.7. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. These quarterbacks that y'all so impressed with, they can hold team hostage now. They can hold teams hostage from their quarterback. Deshaun Watson, Christian Kirk, I'm telling you, these guaranteed money people blowing the top off the side. It's something you don't want to see. Rodgers, $50 million. Wilson, $49. Murray and Watson, $46. And y'all complaining about little old Jared Goff and his $30 million. Now, whether you like him or not, if you want the Lions to draft a QB, that's different. But this is about Lamar Jackson. So, for the last time, Detroit Lions fans, stop it. Get some help. Just stop, please. Lamar Jackson not only is not coming to the team, because Brad Holmes ain't paying Lamar Jackson $130 million plus guaranteed. Let it go. I'm telling you first. You heard it here first on Syndicate Sports Detroit, which, by the way, you need to subscribe to if you ain't subscribed. Okay? That Lamar Jackson will not be a Detroit Lion at this point in time, probably ever in his career. Let it go. Whew, I had to do it, y'all. I had to do it. I'm so sick to death. I saw a Photoshop of Lamar in a Lions uniform, and I just don't understand. I don't understand. So in the chat, would you want Lamar Jackson? How much guaranteed would you be willing to pay Lamar Jackson to come to Detroit? And you can't say zero. You can't say you don't want him. That's not the question. The question is, how much would you pay Lamar Jackson guaranteed to be a Detroit Lion? Casey in the building says, I like to see the Lions trade down with the Rams, down the Rams 6 pick overall in the first round for a conditional next year to nab a QB. Better class of players. We can stack more deep players. We need to start now. Patty, you stupid, bro. Stick with Goff and find a way to trade up for Caleb next year. So Caleb fits his team. Caleb, y'all think Brad is going to draft Caleb? Where do you expect the Lions to draft in 2024? Katie says $20 million for 4 years. Where do you expect the Detroit Lions to draft in 2024? Right now, we're picking 18th with our pick. Will it be higher or lower for you? I'm going to say higher. Because I believe that they are going to be a better team. And watching the Cincinnati Bengals gives me hope that my team can do the same thing. Eduardo says 27th, 25th. Dern says you won't be. Caleb, Dern, you good today, bro? I know you. Dern, we got to get that channel going, bro. We got to get that channel going, man. Because I want to hear Dern's, what is it? Dern's hot takes, man. I spit hot fire. Dern, we got to get that channel going, bro. All right, so this will be our last segment of the day because I am excited about this, and I want to see what y'all have to say. I saw this from Dave Burkett, and we will do this. Now, the reason I keep telling people to subscribe because I never thought to do a call to action on Syndicate Sports Detroit. I just put the videos over there, but I was like, bro, I need to start doing a call because when I do it, it works well. People actually subscribe. Well, we trying to get Dern going, man. We trying to get Dern going. We weren't going to get Jameson Williams either. LOL, says Casey. Well, Casey, they are projecting Caleb to go number 1. So I see what you did there, and you're right about that. But you're talking about, quite a bit of spots. So need OBS lessons. Okay. Yeah, that's easy, bro. We can do that. All right, so this will be our last segment of the day. I think I'm going to make a video about one of these guys later. I'm not going to say anything. Man, I made a video last night just after the Cowboys game and just was like, you know what? I feel like talking about my team. I made a video, man. It did surprisingly well. It took an hour to upload. I don't know if YouTube was tripping or my internet was tripping, but an hour to upload, man. Derwin, what's up, man? You came at the end of the show, bro. We at the end, man. But at least you get to catch this last segment. So if you're in here, man, here's the plan for 2023. Can y'all believe it's 1/23/23? So in February, it's going to be 2/3/2023. It looks weird looking at it. Supposed to get snow also on Wednesday in the D. 3 to 5 inches. All right, so this is our last segment. Oh, but I am working on my goal for the off season beginning this month is I've got some lights I want to get, a desk I want to get, and I got a surprise too on Detroit Lions Syndicate that I'm working on. So I'm excited about that. All right, so let's do this, and this will be our last segment. This is Syndicate Sports Detroit. We make video content every day, still looking for other sports to cover. But in the meantime, we got the Lions on lock, so consider subscribing to the channel. That will help us out, man. Just hit 2K, and we're trying to get to 3K by the start of the new league year. So consider subscribing to the channel. I would appreciate it. Dave Burkett, a local beat writer for the Detroit area, the Free Press. He has ranked 15 of the Detroit Lions free agents. The Detroit Lions have 28, I want to say, free agents. Some are unrestricted, some are restricted. And we've got some signing that we need to do. And I think, like last year, we're going to sign some of our own guys. But unlike last year, I don't think we're going to go as hard as we did. The whole team was pretty much, and we heard John Kaminsky, who is one of those guys and who wants to come back. He expressed that the thing that made him the saddest is that this core group of guys was not going to be together after this year. So he knew that some changes were coming. And I think we all expect some changes to be made. And I think I looked at this list, and in my opinion, the number 1 free agent is Jamal Williams. But that is not Dave Burkett's number 1 free agent to bring back. So we're going to start from the bottom here. We're going to go through these very quickly because I don't want this segment to go on too long, and I want you to tell me where you rank these. You don't have to necessarily every last one of them, but when I go through these, just let me know in the comment section and in the chat, what is your top 3 of as far as ranking the free agents that we need to sign. Number 15, in order of priority, Nate Sudfeld. Number 14, Austin Bryant. Number 13, Amani Oruwariye. What in the world? I got to give him a oh my God. Number 12, Chris Board. Number 11, Justin Jackson, the running back. Now we're entering Dave's top 10. He actually has a 9A and 9B. Mike Hughes and Will Harris. Wow. I know Will Harris played better, but top 10? That's crazy. Number 8, offensive lineman Evan Brown. Number 7, Josh Woods. Number 6, defensive tackle Isaiah Buggs. Now it gets good. Now we got the top 5. Number 5, this one right here caught me by surprise. My number 1 guy is his number 5 guy, Jamal Williams. Number 4, John Kaminsky. Number 3, Alex Anzalone. I say, oh my God. Wow. I did not see that one coming. Number 2, Deshaun Elliott. And number one, DJ Chark. Now, Dern said, hot take, I don't know if Chark comes back. Spoiler alert. Last time I spoiled it, my video tanked. But I don't care. Doesn't matter. It wasn't because of y'all. I'm making a video about DJ Chark after I end this stream. And DJ Chark, I've seen from another article, I think it was Jeff Risden, that he was saying he's not sure if the Detroit Lions can even bring him back. Because he may, remember if you think back to last week, when we talked about DJ Chark wanting to come back to be a Detroit Lion, he stressed the money had to be right. Vash says Jamal is number 1 most important to bring back. You and I share the same sentiment. I would 100% agree. DJ Chark is number 2. DJ Chark is number 2 because Jameson Williams still has to get his legs under him and get a feel for the NFL. May not happen the first quarter of next season, but it will happen, and it will happen next season. But we need that other threat as well. If you look at the free agent market, I think the running back room is better than the receiving room. We talked about Juju Smith-Schuster. He can't stretch the field like DJ Chark can. DJ Chark ended the year pretty good, on a pretty good tear, stretched the field. I even saw a stat about him being, how many catches he had that were explosive plays. So, in my opinion, the back half of this, I'm not too sure about. Alex Anzalone is a solid character guy. We don't even know if he wants to come back. I haven't heard anything about that. Isaiah Buggs, I wouldn't be mad if we brought him back. But the top 5, I would reverse the order and maybe remove Anzalone. But I have to say, and Deshaun Elliott, I feel like we could bring him back, but we could also get someone else. Jamal Williams, DJ Chark, Evan Brown, Kaminsky, and Elliott. That's not too bad. Dern says, yeah, he might want too much. Jameson will be good next year. We can draft another wide receiver or get one for depth. See, Dern, I think we're going to do that anyway. I think we're going to draft another wide receiver. But I think that guy, hopefully he's not replacing Chark. He's replacing Quintez Cephas. But we shall see. The free agent period is about 7 weeks away. It'll be here before you know it. And we will see exactly what DJ Chark wants to do and what the Lions want to do. Now, don't forget, we are paying him even though he's not going to be on this team potentially. So And with him coming alive at the end of the year, I would love to bring him back. Jared Goff is just now getting, we heard about the chemistry with Chark in training camp. We heard about it. We didn't get to see it, though, until the season was almost over. Aaron says Jamal Williams is number one bottom line. Mr. Poole says Buggs, Kaminsky, Anzalone, Chark, Jamal, and Hughes are the ones who have publicly said they want to come back. 100%. Buggs, who was it? Who was it that said pay cuts, Mr. Poole? I know Chark was not in there. I think it was Buggs and Kaminsky, and it was one more. Okay, so Nick says Chark will get $12 million a year at least. Wow. Okay, so Nick, I know we talked about his market value. DJ Chark ended with 500 and some odd yards, right? Missed how many games? So do you think that DJ Chark should be making 12 a year? That's the question. Did he prove that he is a $12 million a year guy? Because that's tough, man. Because if you say yes, you're projecting that he's going to stay on the field. He's going to produce like he did last year. D-Reese says we should bring guys in that value winning over short-term bags. Well, D-Reese, that's a good thought as well. And we got those guys. And you're right. We might have to bring more. And I think the way that we finished last year is a reason that those guys will come here. Okay, as Aloni mentioned pay cuts, he said he was fine with that. Well, winning does that. Winning in culture will do that. 100%. The Patriots been winning for a long time, and I'm not sure how many people want to be there. You know what I mean? So for me, I would have to say that Jamal is my number one and Chark is my number two. And for both of those guys, if the price is right, the price has to be right. So I don't know, but let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, y'all. It has been real, man. I appreciate it. We have, hard to believe it's only been, 2 weeks with no Lions football. And then before you know it, it'll be the Super Bowl and it'll be March and we'll have actual stuff to talk about. So I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. I want everybody, D-Reese, feel better, my friend. Hey, thank you. Tomorrow I will not be on. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Touchdown Detroit Lions. And don't forget to subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit XL. Because we are coming, man. Y'all be safe. Go Lions.
Hello, good morning. Horns is blowing, and I'm pissing off the neighbors. Whether homegrown or imported, we feeling shorted, cause we waiting on our paper. So next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Yeah, you don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets. Cause when you're in the Motor City, nothing is as pretty as the hustle. You don't know about the day, you don't know about the streets. Cause when you're in the Motor City, everything ain't pretty but it's love though. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, when we get back on our feet. Yeah.